What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I got a Counterpunch a video that I just saw interviewed by Timothy Bradley. Timothy Bradley was giving his account on his feelings about the rematch between Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. And he basically said that the rematch is a mistake by Deontay. He feels that Deontay shouldn't fight Tyson Fury right now. He feels that Deontay should fight Anthony Joshua. But here's the thing. The reasoning for that is because before people jump to conclusions, Timothy Bradley didn't see the first fight. He saw highlights. And he saw exactly what he thought that he was going to see. Okay? He saw Deontay coming forward, trying to throw punches, trying to land the big bomb, and Tyson Fury with his cutesy style, his herky-jerky style, making him miss and, looking all awkward. And he got a lot of criticism for saying that Deontay Wilder didn't want the Anthony Joshua fight because the fight that everyone wants to see is Deontay Wilder versus Anthony Joshua, and of course he's reluctant to take that fight because he's hell-bent on fighting Fury. That's his, tunnel vision focus, is to fight Tyson Fury again. And Timothy Brad was like, well, you've already visited this. Tyson Fury has a difficult style. It was very difficult fighting Tyson Fury. So why don't you fight Joshua for the belts? Okay? Get the belts, take whatever to fight Joshua. If you're confident you're going to beat him, get the belts. Then Tyson Fury's going to be like, hey, I want to fight you. You go, you come and fight Fury with all the belts, okay? And you beat Fury. Now, Joshua's going to be like, hey, I want my belts back, okay? But then it's going to cost you. It's going to cost you big. You want to fight me? Hey, it's going to cost you a lot, And then between those two guys, according to Timothy Bradley, he can easily make that $100 million or that amount of money that he was projecting between fighting just those two guys, the big three, That's what Timothy Bradley had to say. And then they were like, well, Deontay Wilder doesn't want to take 60-40, and he's like, well, 60-40 is not enough. Is he confident he's going to knock him out? You know what I mean? And then that really concluded the interview. I'll leave it below, let you guys check it out. But I totally agree with Timothy Bradley. A lot of these guys, Timothy Bradley, one of those guys, didn't duck anyone. I think he was on the wrong stable for the longest, on Top Rank, because he couldn't fight like Brandon Rios and Sean Porter and, those cats, Thurman and those Garcias. He couldn't fight those guys because, he was at Top Rank, but he didn't duck any fighter. You know what I mean? And I'm liking Timothy Bradley more. I've always liked Timothy Bradley. Everybody, he got flack for that decision against Pacquiao back in the day, the first fight. But then again, he earned his pound of flesh fighting guys like Ruslan Provodnikov, where he suffered a concussion in that fight for, a couple months, but getting hit with those sledgehammers by that guy, by that Siberian guy, okay? Then he still showed heart. He was out on his feet. He reminded me of Apollo Creed, but didn't die and didn't fall. Well, he did fall, but he got back up, right? And commentation-wise, his commentary is great. You know what I mean? Because he's a no-nonsense guy, and he's a guy that believes in himself. And we don't have a lot of fighters that think like that these days. And I don't think Deontay Wilder really wants that fight with Joshua, honestly. Because fighting someone like Tyson Fury, right? Getting by that fight with a draw, with a blessed draw, okay? Then wanting to fight him again is stupid because, he's projecting all this money and this and that and the other. But he's not going to get the money that he claims that he's going to get. But I think he knows he's not going to get that type of money. This is what I figure. This is my counterpunching imagination, right? Me counterpunching that. Me looking at that fight won't do well. People are going to find a way to look at it free because it's going to be probably $100 now because they're going to anticipate more revenue. So if they're going to anticipate more revenue, it's going to be a higher amount. It's not going to be $75, right? And even $75 is kind of high, right? It should be about $59. You know what I mean? $59. But I think it's going to be about $100, right? 89 SD, 99 HD. Who's going to buy SD? Nobody, right? So it's going to be $100 because they're going to anticipate all this revenue, and it's not going to happen because people got Fire Sticks and people are going to illegally stream it. Therefore, the fight's not going to do much more than it did before. Look at Canelo 1. Look at Canelo Triple G 1 and 2. Okay? 2 was a fantastic fight. Drug out, whatever, balls to the wall, punches and bunches. A lot of punches landed. A lot of punches thrown. Exciting fight. What did the second one do? Maybe 100 more pay-per-view buys? It was garbage. I think the first one was 100, a million, 1 million pay-per-view buys, and the second was like 1.1 or something like that. It was garbage because people don't really like to buy pay-per-view like that, especially if it's $100. Okay? So this is no exception. The Wilder and Deontay Wilder, the Wilder and Fury fight will not be what people think it's going to be. But it's okay. I think they know that. Okay? I don't think Deontay Wilder cares if he's making a lot of money. It's not even about huge money with Deontay Wilder. Think about it, guys. He's not made that type of money. So he's not going to be butthurt if he never makes it. So all this money, the 20 to 28 million, the 30 million, the 15 million, he ain't made that type of money. Okay? So he's not missing what he's never had. Okay? So I don't think that's Deontay Wilder's intention. I think his intention is to fight Fury. Okay? He's going to fight Fury again. If he loses, he loses or whatever. But if he wins, I still don't think that he's going to fight Joshua. He's not going to fight Joshua until he gets a deal that it seems too good to be true. And I don't think he takes that then. You know what I mean? And I really believe Deontay Wilder just wants to pad his resume and get out of the sport of boxing and be like Floyd or Rocky Marciano or someone that's iconic that has a certain resume that it makes him look marketable. To get into acting or something easier, because he said that's his passion. Boxing ain't been his damn passion. Think about it. That's not his passion. Boxing has never been Deontay Wilder's passion, right? He started boxing because he wanted to get his daughter medical assistance because she has an illness. That was his motivation for that. Okay? It wasn't, oh, I have a passion for it. I love the sport. No, he didn't even know about sports like that. They didn't have that in Tuscaloosa. They had football, basketball, right? And he tried them both, and he did, that he wasn't successful in that. So boxing is not something that he wants to hold on to. You know what I mean? Why do you think he has so many fights? He has so many fights because his record reflects on the confidence that his team has in him, and they don't. They don't have they don't want him in front of Anthony Joshua. They don't want him in front of someone that punches that hard. You know what I mean? They pulled that shit with Ortiz because they figured, you know what? It's time because this dude's suffering from blood pressure medication, and we know where that chemical comes from. It comes from that medicine he was taking. If he's on that, this is our best chance to beat this guy. You know what I mean? And they had help in that. So let's look at that how it is. To counterpunch, Timothy Bradley's absolutely right, but Deontay Wilder's showing he wants that fight because he knows Tyson Fury can't really knock him out, so he thinks. But karma's a bitch, and I'm going to leave you with that. So was the 12th round in that fight. And the 12th round really showed me everything I needed to know about Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. So you guys tell me what you think about Timothy Bradley, making his comments, what you feel about this video. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.